Hello, 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 Aquarius. Welcome, welcome. Just getting started here. Oh my goodness, you guys. I was supposed to get this done in the morning, but there was just no way for those of you that um, might not know what's going on. So I am doing readings on Monday and Tuesday this week because I am headed into surgery on Wednesday. So if you're watching this before the 10th, just know that all the readings are going to be done on Monday and Tuesday, and there won't be readings live on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, just so you know. I don't know which readings I'm doing when, so you have to subscribe, hit the bell, and you'll be able to be notified, and you can see which sign I'm doing at that time, because that is divine who picks it. I just do what I'm told. All right, so we're going to get started. This is going to be a reading from the, we're doing from the 15th to the 21st. So this is going to be already into the new moon. So the new moon energies, we're going to be from the 13th is the new moon. So you have 13, 14, 15, 16th. You're going to have some energies there. And I will say I have not done a new moon reading. If I come back on the 13th and I'm feeling good enough to do a reading, I will do that then on that day. All right, but let's get started. And we're going to be picking 3 oracles. The oracle's first oracle is Divine's Oracle, and what he is trying to send through as a message for you guys. And the second oracle is for your current energies, and then the third oracle is for future energies into the following week. Now, those ones I don't listen to as much as the first 2, because if you make a choice or a decision that the divine wants you to go this way, you go this way, the energies all change. So I'm really going to focus in on the energies with the divine and the current energies that we have going for this week. All right, so let's get going. I do have the first card out already, and that is the number 2. So for those of you who don't know, I do not only the intuitiveness and the downloads and everything that way, but I also do astrology and numerology. So when I look at the cards, I'm trying to figure out what the planets are saying, what the numerology is saying, and what the divine is saying is also together. So this first card is about protection. All right, this is the divine talking about your protection. What are you protecting? How are you protecting it? And the protection usually is about your heart. And that is also in numerology the number 2. So with numerology number 2, you could be bringing things together or you could be separating them. Hopefully it's a partnership and a balance that you're bringing together, but you can actually be dividing. So that is your heart that the divine is talking about, protecting your heart. It's not putting up a guard so much, like a wall. If you have a wall up and you don't trust very well, that is where I would tell you to put a door in the wall. So with that, meaning that if you put a wall up, then nobody can ever get over. You just can't get over it. But if you put a door in that wall, you can open it when you want to, and you can close it when you want to. So you can actually let somebody in and say, you know what? No, I'm going to close it back. So you give yourself an opportunity to open and close it with learning as you go as far as your life lessons. You'll learn a little bit better, and then you'll keep that door open more and more and more and more, and finally the door will just stay open. Woo, current energies. So we have the goblin. The goblin is a wounded human ego. He's popped up a lot this month. He has really popped up a lot, and it's the number 4. So we're looking for balance and stability. We're looking for getting through those wounds, those healings, and saying, yeah, I do need some help. Yeah, I am hurt. Yeah, I do have feelings, and it didn't go the way that I wanted to, and that is ego. Sometimes, and you'll hear me this month talk a lot about pride. So I was supposed to do a video on pride. I just haven't been able to. So the divine's probably not very happy with me, but he wanted me to do something on pride this month. And he's gotten me so busy. I just haven't been able to do that. But pride is a really big problem with ego. So we have to sort of look at, you know, we can protect ourselves as much as we want. We can protect our heart as much as we want. But when pride gets in the way, that's fear. That's like, you know, I'm going to show you. That's insecurities. That's things that are broken from the foundation in the past. So this is something that the divine is probably going to want to talk about this week. It is also the number 4 in numerology, again, about stability, about getting to that next level, about learning how to build boundaries, how to build stable boundaries, healthy boundaries, boundaries that are going to get you to where you want to go, so that the toxic energies don't come in and hinder you from where you want to go, because the future energies are focus. And that focus is the number 6, which when you're looking at focus, that is all about your harmony and your improvement. It's about how you get to your next levels. But when you put these two together, you have to sort of look at pride and ego. You can't move forward very far. You limit yourself when you have pride, and you can't focus on the big picture because you're so focused on something that you cannot see the big picture. So let's see what the cards have to say, because this is about your future. This is definitely about someone's future. So for those of you that are watching, just know that if this doesn't resonate with you, maybe there's a section or a part that will resonate with you, and if not, you might have an aha moment and say, oh, this sounds like so and so. Share it with them, because you know what, my intuitive tarot is a lot about healing and helping, and about growing, and about helping you get through your struggles, your frustrations, your trials, your tributes, whatever you want to call it, challenges, that kind of a thing. So, you know, this is what this is about. This is going to be about pride. That'll tell you right now. I can see it all over the place. I just love this guy. I just love him. He is just so, I love the artist who did that. They did a beautiful, beautiful job. I think it's from Denise Garns. Definitely. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so let's see what the cards have. So think about this week. What is it that you're protecting? Are you guarding your heart too much? Is your wall up too high? Do you have a door in your wall? Do you know somebody that's prideful? Do you know, what is the thing? What is the wound that you need to heal? Oh, thank you. What is the wound that you need to heal? Because first card out, woo, 10 of Swords. Something's got to end. Boop. Who was that? I did last week. The same thing. It's 10 of Swords came out. It's got to end. It's got to end quick. Got to end quick. Most of the times when things end or start real quick, if you think of something and it starts real quick, that's the divine stepping in. That is the divine stepping in. Because it's like, okay, they got the thought. Now I got to get them going. So that's where that goes, kind of a thing. But this here, something has to end quick. So this has to do, remember, again, with protection of your heart, protection of who you are. It's not a bad thing. This isn't a bad thing. It's a good thing. Because sometimes when we think that something is bad, yeah, these are almost the exact cards. Wow, this is freaky. Freaky. I've been shuffling too. Wow. Literally, this is freaky. Because the second card is the Star. And what did we have here? We had the number 2. Where did it go? Oh, 8, 9, 10. Protection. Number 2. Okay. That's about partnership, balance. Star is all about balance between earth and spirit. It's also balance between your mind and your heart. It's also balance between your thought process and your spiritual thoughts. We have the Ace of Wands, which is a new planting, a new beginning. This is the planets also during March. The seed is planted. You're the seed, but what soil? I was listening to an inspiration speaker yesterday, actually, and they were talking about exactly what I was talking about before. And I'm like, hey, you stole my stuff. But the thing is, very spiritual people have a lot of the same thought process. However, he touched on soil, which I thought was very interesting, because the Ace of Wands is about the seed. We are the seed. We plant it, but does it get picked up by a bird? you know, that it's basically now swept away and we get distracted and our thought process gets gone and whatever. But also, too, what kind of soil are we going to be planted in? Do we have toxicity around us? Are we vulnerable? Do we have a healthy soil? What kind of soil do we have? Is it got a lot of weeds in it? Is there a lot of poison in it? You know, those kind of things. So we have to sort of look at ourselves as sort of that seed. And it is spring equinox. With the planets happening, it is about preparing yourself, because preparing the soil, preparing the seed to go in the soil, because if you put the seed on top of the soil, you're going to have animals come and pick it up. You don't want that. So, and again, we have the Queen of Pentacles, preparing yourself for your financial future, for what you want, either your career, your job, or what you're going to do to help you with your financial future. This is a future. This is future. You just have to focus in on that, whatever it is for you. All right. So let's see, because we've got pride in the way here, and that pride is, it will. Okay, so thank you. So there is somebody in a relationship that pride is taken over in the relationship, and it's killing it. So I don't know who that's for. However, you can bring balance back to it, but that's going to take a lot of communication to bring it back. And I honestly, I don't think the divine is wanting that, but you know what? I'm not the divine, so, and we are creatures of free will, so that is up to you guys. But there has to get balance back. Yeah. So 8 of Cups, again, more for the heart. The 8 of Cups is definitely here, and something is missing. Something is missing. We have Judgment. So definitely somebody's off base here. So what I mean by that is, when we look at the Judgment card, you're looking at decisions, the decisions that you made. Remember, we talked all about that before, about decisions and choices and things. That was whole month of February, actually. And that's what the divine wanted to talk about there. But you're making decisions between earth and spirit. So if you make choices by earth, that's the first dimension. That is all about materialism and things that really don't matter because you can't take it with you. Whereas the spiritual choices that we make, those are more second dimensional, where you cannot see them. They're more about, things to take with you when you pass on, because as energy, we pass on and we have memory to some point. I really found that quite interesting, because when I was listening to my mom after she passed on, I'm like, okay, so she's telling me to do something, and she remembers Aunt Gertie, and she remembers her birthday. So we have some type of cognitive sense when we pass on. And what are we going to take with us? What footprint are we going to leave behind? And what are we going to take with us? And how are we going to want to be remembered? That kind of a thing here. Again, that's protecting integrity, morals. Thank you. Integrity, morals, things that have to do with high character, that kind of a thing. Somebody has to really look into that, because for somebody, they could be doing better, because remember, the goblin is about setting boundaries, healthy standards. And I'll tell you right now, I'll be transparent. I wasn't a very good person back years and years ago, and my integrity and my morals, even though I thought they were good, nah, they weren't, because I would sit there and I would, I could lie and manipulate and that kind of a stuff. However, I wasn't in the right path, and my life began to spiral down. So that's where that is. All right. Let's see what else we've got here. So again, for some energies out there, I don't know who this is for. Again, we're looking at integrity and morals. The other energy, something needs to end to bring balance back into your life, to get rid of that toxicity, whatever that is around you. Definitely. All right. Ace of Cups. Again, more for the heart. 9 of Swords. Somebody's really stressing. And Justice again. Let's see. We got Justice and Judgment. Ooh. Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. A lot of about communication, about the heart. This is also how we feel. These are energies and how we feel. And the Nine of Swords. Yeah, so somebody is being sort of tormented a little bit here. And that torment and Justice. So somebody's being tormented. There might be a legal battle going on with somebody. There might be some, I don't know, this energy feels more like somebody who not with child but wants a child. They're losing sleep. It's almost like their biological clock is ticking and they're like, I really would like to have a child, but I don't have a partner. Because the relationship ended. There's a relationship that ended now. They were really hoping for that energy to maybe be with somebody to have a child, and that ended. So now they feel like their balance is off. It's not. It's just a new chapter coming up in your book. There's a new chapter coming up. So I don't know who that's for. You feel like, so for that person, it feels like there's something missing. Feel empty. For somebody, they feel empty. They feel like, nobody understands them. I don't know who that's for. This is the ego thing, because somebody's telling themselves things that are not even true. And that's protection of the heart. This is what the divine's talking about. Stop lying to yourself. Stop telling yourself these horrible lies, because those are not true. And you can't focus on things that are going to bring you balance and something new if you're telling yourself all these lies. I don't know who that's for, but somebody's telling excuse me, I'm drinking coffee. Telling these lies to themselves. Page of Swords. Yeah. Page of Swords, telling stop telling yourself lies, and then you begin to believe them, which then they're not true. And then you have the Ten of Pentacles upside down. Then you miss out. You're missing out on all the wonderful things that life has to offer you, because you start telling yourself things that aren't even true. So you block your own energies. You block your own rewards. All right. You're blocking them. Yeah, the Moon. Hidden. Hidden. Again, I'm going to go back to that energy for that couple, whoever it needed to end. The balance was off, or you can bring it back. But you've got to get the elephant out of the middle of the room. So there's an elephant in the middle of the room. It's like somebody is sort of keeping a secret or not sharing a secret. And they think that the other person doesn't know. They know, they just don't have their finger on it. However, if you bring it to the forefront, get the elephant in the middle of the room, that elephant is going to shrink. What is it? Mama, I shrunk the kids, or Daddy, I shrunk the kids, or something like that. So that's what happens. All right. So with that, there's three energies here, I feel. Again, one for the couple. This is a newness. This is a chance to turn things around, because we're looking at protection again. And if you're not going to turn things around and work, if it's a couple, you both have to work. And if one is going to work and the other one isn't, not going to work, it's not going to happen, because somebody's still going to feel empty. It's sort of like that when you talk to somebody who's in a relationship and they say, yeah, I'm in a relationship, but I'm still alone. I'm lonely and I'm alone. That's that energy, because they're not feeling connected. They're not feeling together. They're not feeling the love and the peace and the joy that they should be feeling. That's a hard one. That's sad. You find somebody and you can't communicate with them what you're feeling. That is something that's really sad, because when you get together, you should be able to share anything and everything with that person. And if you can't, why are you together? I don't understand that. Maybe I'm too old. Maybe I'm a boomer. Maybe I'm a romantic. Who knows? But I do know that communication is key, and if you can't communicate from right out of the chute, you're gonna lose the race. So if you're dating, guys, then make sure that you can communicate with that person and that you're sort of on that same page. If you're not on the same page, you're going to have a lot of work. All right, so let's see what the planets have to say for your energies for this week. All right, and just remember, there's not going to be any readings live from Wednesday through Friday or Saturday. They're all here today and Tuesday. So share, like. I thank you for all those that did like last week. Like I said, that helps us YouTube channel creators, because when you like, it brings us up to a higher level for YouTube to see it. It's sort of like a flashing light. Oh, more likes. Let's put it out more so that other people can see it. So thank you for all those likes that you did give. Appreciate that very much. And we'll see what's going on with the planets here. I already sort of know. Oops. What did I do? Oh, okay. It was like, there's a card already there. I was like, what? All right. Sort of kerpumbled. I'm not used to doing readings this late. Okay, so we have, let me do the numerology and stuff here. 10, 5, 5. Wow. A lot of instability. A lot of uncertainty. Even though you're moving forward, somebody's moving forward, there's a lot of uncertainty, because here's the thing. Somebody's got the past still with them. So the number 10, again, that has to end. The number 10, clean the house, get rid of the past. You can't change it. You can't take it with you. If you take it with you, it has no value of taking it with you, because here's the thing. It's the past. You can't change it. You can't do anything with it. The only thing you could have done with it is learn and grow from it, whether it's good, bad, or ugly. All right. So then and here's the thing. As we clean our house and get rid of our past, it is unstable, because we have to do things in a new way. So we have the ride the wave, which is upright, and then we have unexpected visitors in reverse. Those are unstable. So somebody might be having some visitors, maybe unexpected, maybe not. What I mean by that is, they're thinking if they should just show up, they're not. It's sort of like it's unstable. They don't know if they're going to come. Now, if you've got visitors that are supposed to come, it's sort of unstable. Not quite sure what's going on that. But the other thing with the planets is to ride the wave. Think of right now, because you really can't go too far in the future, because we only have right now. However, focus in on, where you would like your future to go. Maybe who to be with, where you would like to be in the next year, that kind of a thing. But don't put it on the front burner. Let the back burner, just keep it at a simmer, kind of a thing. All right. But that's where the planets are, guys. That's where the planets. And the planets are actually right now in March, as I've told you guys, all about your body, your nutrition, how about growing. It's also about taking care of yourself. Where did that go? Taking care of yourself, really, really paying attention, honing in on what your body is telling you. If you're tired, rest. If you're, need to exercise, if you feel antsy, exercise. That you got to really be listening to your body and also your mindset. Right now, a lot of energies in the new moon, little agitations, a lot of little agitations, things making you frustrated, things making you unsure. But here's the good thing is that Aquarius, we're still moving forward and we're getting ready. But this is spring equinox. This is time to prepare the soil. All of March is preparing the soil, preparing the fence around the garden, preparing, to keep the animals out, preparing and getting all the good nutrition and soil and everything so that when that seed gets planted in the spring, after spring equinox, then you are actually now bringing that into fruition. And over time, it's going to actually, transform from that cocoon to a butterfly. All right. All right, guys, that has been your reading. Now, if you've seen watching this before the 10th, thank you for coming and watching. And I will definitely try to come back on after my surgery and do the new moon reading on the 13th. But again, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. So subscribe, hit the bell. You'll be notified when I'm on. And then don't forget to like and share. And then we will see you, hopefully, after the 21st. Is it the 21st? Wow. This month has just flown. So you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week and take care, and we'll see you soon. All right. Bye-bye.